Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented Blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company.
Never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice. Master with the force, peep the context in my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sith, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the meanest, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis Nice. Sweet to drive, hot-headed, rhymes are surely cold. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. So I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, about to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backwards. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis, viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted jewels you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews don't end right. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, independence made a best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or Death Star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define now, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. I'm Mary band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blerd's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Hey everybody, guess what? We're back with another episode of Blerd's Eye View. This is Tuesday night edition. I am your host and captain of the ship, Chris Fury. Thank you for joining us. Man on the Wall as well as known. Thank you for tuning us. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you for supporting everything that we do. But if this is your first time thank you once again. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell on the YouTube channel. Be sure to check us out on Always Press Record. That's APR TV on your Roku devices and your Amazon Fire devices. So you can check us out there as well. Listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Spotify and Apple. Give us those 5-star ratings. Leave a review. Tell the people what you like about us, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, and show that support. So without further ado, let's get this started. Our very own second in command. I notice I said R because she's gonna make sure everybody get checked in. Lady Mandalore is in the building. What's up, Lady Mandalore?
Thanks. Hi, good Lord. Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
I can only fix it when somebody's on the screen. Yeah,
it's annoying. But hi, everybody. How are y'all doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing well.
It feels like a Thursday.
It should be Thursday.
It should be Thursday.
It should be Thursday. It's not fair. I don't like it here. Tuesdays for the pores.
I was not expecting that, but then again, on this show, expect the unexpected. Like it says at the bottom, welcome to the show. Feel free to chat with fellow nerds and blerds below. Like, subscribe, stay notified. Super chats are appreciated and help keep the stream going. We are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitch. And you can catch clips Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So stay tuned for all of that stuff. Look who made it in first. Bama. What's going on? Mal normally beats him in.
Punctuality. Where is Mal? What's going on?
I don't know. Mal normally the first one in. Like, we're gonna leave it to adulting. Yeah. Lizzie's in the building.
Thank you, boo. Thank you, honey. I just did my makeup. It's been a while.
With the makeup?
Yeah, I haven't worn makeup in a minute. To be quite honest, I think
you could have fooled me. Black women always look good, so there it is. So, other than that, how's the weekend been for you?
It's been good. Oh God, I'm forgetting that we had a whole weekend that happened. Rested, played some video games, did some streaming. I watched Sinners again for the third time. And
can't get over that movie. That movie is amazing.
Thunderbolts is up on Saturday, but I didn't give them any of my money. I got a voucher. So,
Operation Ghost Protocol goes down Thursday. For those who know, So, Bam say, I beat me. He said, I beat Mal.
We need a life check. We need a life check on Mal. Mal, you all right?
So, what have you? So, I guess we'll jump right into it real quick. Not the whole news part of it, but just touching on it. Go see Sinners. I'm just saying, go see Sinners. There he is.
I had to check my fellow melanated coworker, because it's been 2 weeks, and I let her slide for 2 weeks. And I rolled up on her on Monday. I'm like, did you go see? I'm going this weekend. That's all I got. That's all. I'm going this weekend. Don't tell me nothing. Don't do nothing. Just give me a moment. I said, all right, you got till the end of the week. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, it's definitely what you want to do. You need to go see it now. We'll just say one more day, because once Thunderbolts hit, you know how that this weird rotation. This is why theaters need to bring back their run, or at least make that 45-day run longer. Let's stop playing.
Yeah, you know what? I think they would have booted Sinners anyway. For a Marvel property, they would have booted it out of IMAX.
Yeah. I mean, it's already expected to hit like 160 or something.
It'll be all right. They're gonna make their money. It's gonna be a slow burn.
I'm hearing good things. So,
excuse me.
So it's necessary. But yes, please, if you can't see it in a 70mm theater, go see it in IMAX. Go see it in XD. I'm so disappointed in you. So disappointed. But go see.
Like a short. What is the difference between 4XD? I get it. It's the whole you get dirty old water splash in your face when you fuck up your hair. And what is XD?
XD is just very clear. It's just a very clear picture, very clean, crisp sound. It's IMAX, but it's the IMAX little brother. That's what it is.
Why don't y'all just give us that? Y'all charging us $30 a goddamn ticket as it is. Just give me the shit. If y'all got better shit, put out the better shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I'm Cinemark. I love you to death. Been a fan. Been a member of the movie club for years now. Tell them to change Tell them to change Theater 13 to an IMAX theater. That way, I don't have to go across town.
I think they gotta like knock down walls and shit to give you if you go from a regular screen to an IMAX.
Then knock down walls. Knock down walls.
I think you need a whole building because I think the IMAX that I go to, the real one, it's on a completely different floor, completely by itself. Like there's no room.
Look, there's time. There's what the main concession stand. Then there's one on this side, and then there's one on. You can shorten one of those. Let's be honest. I didn't say eliminate, but you can shorten them. So
you can. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Just build another one. Just build it up. Just throw it up. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just throw it up there. It's fine.
Shoyo's in the building. What's going on? Wait. It's her surprise look.
No, because I wasn't ready. I was looking at the comments and everything. I was like, oh wait, okay.
Her surprise look, but it was so cute. Her surprise look was like, ooh.
Hey, I've been on camera all day today. It feels like I just been like, oh my goodness. But you know, you gotta do it. You gotta do it sometimes.
It's the work job. You all right? You paid your bill, your electric bill? What's going on?
Yeah, you can't see me?
I can
just see you.
Huh? I turned on my light. I don't ever turn on my light.
The killer's coming to get you, baby. You gotta
trying. It's not even the bill. This is literally this is my webcam light. I just never turn it on. I only turned it on because it's been on all day. Like
I got you.
It's been on all day.
Let's just say people seeing brothers and sisters that's been seeing Sinners, it's made them be a little more cautious.
That's crazy. Yeah, nah. I love that it's like the talk everywhere. Everyone is still talking about Sinners. I love that. Like it's like, hey, keep me in this. I have not been mad at anything I've seen that's been like when I'm scrolling and I see something about Sinners, I just look at them like, okay, that's funny, or that's cool, or I see you, like I feel you, I agree, or like it's cool.
Let's just say when you want to get paid, it's a thing. So now it's just make sure you get paid for doing the job you're supposed to do.
Correct.
And not the blurry censored photo. This ain't a photo. This is my PC. This my baby. Okay. This is what is running me. Okay.
She just got her background blurred out, so y'all
y'all can't see some of the nefarious dealings that Shoko has going on.
It's a mess in here because y'all know I stay injured, unfortunately. So
that is fair.
I had to go to the podiatrist today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got another injury.
She got adult things happening.
Yeah, I got another injury. I've been hopping around this room every time I can.
That sounds like
I know how you feel.
Is it tendonitis?
Plantar fasciitis.
That's what I do have that right now.
Me too, twin.
No, but this is hurting so bad. And honestly, so she thinks it's this, so we're gonna go. Like it's already been 2 weeks, and so this is for the next 2 weeks. I got to deal with this. And then she said, if it's still the same amount of pain, then I need to get an ultrasound because I did have a crack. Like so, so yeah, we just gonna see. See. Like
the youngest of us is getting the olds. What is going on?
It's me trying to work. Every time I be on a roll with working out, I promise you, it's like everybody that is rooting against me in the privacy of their home is winning. Like whoever it is, I don't know who it is, but every time I work out and I'm like on a roll, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, I'm going strong, good, seeing results. It's like injury. Yeah, gotcha. You finna stop.
Choke quote. She need to talk. She need an Annie in her life. She needs an Annie in her life to put some put some root work down.
Yeah.
And you know what? She needs a hex bag.
You need to take that root
Every
off the
time.
baby. It's okay.
Every
I know a
time.
couple people.
Hey,
Oh, Lord.
tell them to put my name somewhere.
So, all right. You got to wear something stinky for like 2 weeks, but
Not stinky.
we got it. We'll set you
You
up.
gotta,
You'll be
you
all
have
right.
to swallow a clove of garlic. I don't care if you don't like it.
Hey, I can do that.
I like
I can
garlic.
do that. I don't like it, but I'll swallow a clove. Hey,
It's not as bad as
I ain't
people
gotta
think.
kiss nobody
it's
tomorrow.
I was
Like,
gonna say it's the after effects.
yeah,
For a month,
okay, yeah.
You mean what you mean? That garlic gonna sit in your body for at
I
least
got a
good
month. I got a month until
Okay.
I kiss somebody. It's gonna be okay. Yeah,
Mm.
you know.
Her face. We love when Shoyo has a big smile on her face.
Hey man,
It
I
highlights her
delivered
cheekbones.
flowers
I love
today. You know,
Hey,
I was
see,
so
look at
high.
that.
Yeah, you know, that was so cute.
Mal says it.
You so funny.
Look, Mal says somebody put a hand on your feet.
Hand on your feet.
A hand on her feet.
Oh my god, it's crazy
Man.
out here.
So I have been. It's funny because Lady Mandalore has been playing Jedi Survivor streaming, and while she's playing it, and I'm watching her streaming, I'm playing it as well.
Oh,
So I'm no. But here's the thing: the Sunday she was. It was Sunday you were playing it, right? Was it Sunday or Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
And I was playing. I'm watching it, and literally, I had just did a trial run on Outlaws.
That demo?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like it?
I don't, you know what? I think I need to change. I have to change the setting because it was giving me the audible direction, and I didn't want that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I hated it, and that's what I hated. I'm like, it was annoying. Here, open this door. I know to open the door. Get away.
Oh no.
And I was like,
That's
I hit the button too soon, trying to just hurry up and get it, you know. And I'm like, crap. I don't, you know. Other than that, I think it's a good run. It's a good play. It's a good play. So when I was talking to Lady Mandalore while she was streaming, I said, yeah, I'm looking for a horse on Survivor, and I'm like, wait a minute. No, that's wrong. I'm playing Survivor. Horse is on Outlaws. Sorry.
I was gonna say, who's a horse?
Yeah,
I was very confused when you put it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep playing my game, but I do not know this man.
Yeah.
Not you don't know this man.
I was thinking of Outlaws and I was playing Survivor. That's what it was. I literally just started playing Survivor where I just met up with Grease. So yeah. Like I'm searching through all of that.
Wait a minute, I'm so sorry, sir. I need y'all to hit them goddamn like buttons. What are we here for?
Oh Lord, you scared the hell out of me.
What's going on? Christy, thank you.
I'm crying.
She's security outside. I need y'all to put in on this, all right? We're not taking no wooden coin, no wooden nickels, all right? We need straight cash for the juke, all right? I need y'all to be up in this for real.
Straight cash.
We don't have any remix running around here, but we need our coins.
If you don't want to eat a clove of garlic, I need you to hit a like button.
Please.
Not if you don't.
It's right there. It was right there at the bottom.
We passing out garlic fades at the door.
You want a spot check.
You know, when they be like,
you don't want to end up like the guy who was cheating in dice. Let's just put it that way.
Y'all just made me think of like college when they would be like, you got to take a shot to get in.
Who's trying to get drugged before they get to the party?
I will never forget. Okay, I remember because, you know, I don't drink. And I looked at my friend and I said, well, we could go. She said, I don't mind taking it for you. And I said, okay. But the guy was trying not to let her take it. And the other guy was like, let her take it. And I was just like,
what is this?
What's wrong with you? Like we could
no,
leave.
Don't drink that. No, we good. We're gonna go back to the house.
We ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to do that. What up, ball nerd?
Hi, nerd. Baby. What it is, Annie?
But yeah, that's like, hey, you better eat this, and then you can come in. You can eat it and then come in.
Man,
we need some blurred likes fellowshipping with no BS. Facts, Mal. Mal's counting the money at the door.
Yeah,
not counting the
money. Christy security.
Not
Mal's
everybody.
Counting the money.
Everybody got a roll right now. It's crazy.
Deacon Deadlift's got is just running a little bit behind, so we
Yo,
got
lock
our
the
backup.
doors. Lock
Lock
the
the door.
doors.
We
Lock the
gonna
doors.
get you.
No,
We
lock
gonna
the
get into it.
doors. Lock them doors.
No,
Close the
we're not
doors.
letting out the. Nope. Lock the airlock. Lock it.
Close the doors is so funny. Oh my
Shut it
god.
down.
They know dang well they was wrong
Ooh.
for that.
Oh, the red papers. That was money.
Yeah.
Oh, that was money in Sinners. That was money for the slave folk to spend
Oh
their
yeah,
money
for the
Yes.
in
folks.
their
Yeah.
stores.
That's
They
This is
only
your
couldn't
money.
spend
This
that
because
is your
it's not
money.
real money.
anywhere else.
You only
except
can
for
spend
where
it
they were
on
allowed
the
to go.
place. Exactly, which
So,
is crazy.
yeah.
But you know,
I love the conversations that this movie has
Ooh.
raised.
Am I frozen?
100%.
Oh, maybe I'm frozen.
No, you're not
Oh
frozen.
no,
I
I'm
see you.
frozen.
I see you moving,
Yeah, you're
girl.
fine.
I think I'm frozen. Hold
You're
on.
fine. Oh, she must be in her own loop because she ain't even hearing us. Yep.
She went glitchy.
She in a
No.
loop.
No, I love the conversations that this movie has
Me too.
stirred up. It's something worth checking out. Yeah, there she is. She had a glitch in the matrix. No, I was saying I love what this movie's conversations and what it started, and the people who have tried to be negative about it have failed miserably.
Like, just read the fucking mind your business. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But
you know,
for you to
in
be
other
like,
words,
you wanted a piece of the pie. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'm crying. I don't know what anybody could get out of this movie that was bad. Like just like from any of the perspectives that I've been seeing, it's just like I don't even need to read this. I mean, honestly, I'm a blocker anyway. I'm gonna block you if you say you don't like chocolate chip cookies. So for this, it's just like if I see you say something stupid about Sinners, you just got blocked. Like, I don't need to see you no more because it's just like this was unnecessary.
yeah.
I
liked it, but where? See, this was what we not gonna do.
my semi favorite one was I was disappointed in it. Block.
Oh really? Damn.
Yeah.
Block.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This I really do believe, and we've said it. Now he said I've got my 245, my Mojo pouch. I'm not taking no long ass pisses. Me and Spartan are protected the front. So, but yeah, I think what's happening is
people hating.
This is creating. We stated it on the show before. It's creating a new filmmaker, a new cinematographer, a new writer, a new actor or actress. Is creating a new special effects artist because this film is creating a new stage, and I guarantee you that some years down the line, someone's going to accept an award saying Ryan Coogler's film Sinners changed how I viewed filming, or it changed my course in life to get into this entertainment business. So that man.
I remember seeing the thing y'all say in the chat, but for me, it's just like there was so much cultural representation in that movie, and then also just like they all stood for what they needed to stand for. Like the people that were complaining about, oh well, where did the Choctaw go? Let's be for real. Like, and then oh well, the China. It's like, okay, yeah, they had a purpose. They were there for a longer period of time because they meant something different, and it's just like they all served their purpose. They were there for a reason, and they served their purpose. They didn't have to be there the entire movie. What's up to fire? They didn't have to be there, for 30 whole minutes. Like they just served their purpose. Like it, and this wasn't a movie that was shown. Like even for me, like when you said people said they felt disappointed. It's like, I don't even know how you feel disappointed. Maybe that's just me because I wasn't personally. I remember when y'all was sitting in the beginning, like months ago, I was like, I'm not going to see this movie. I don't give a fuck about vampires. Like, I'm just not that person. Like, but it's like I didn't watch any trailers really after the initial one. I didn't have anything to be disappointed by, but there's really nothing to be disappointed by. Like, everything served its purpose.
What made you go see it?
I just gave in and was just like, you know what, fuck it. Y'all saying it's good. I got a free movie ticket. I ain't been to the movies since last year sometime. Whenever that was, I'm usually a movie person, but I canceled my subscription, so I haven't been seeing movies.
I forgot.
So I just haven't been seeing them. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this ticket and I'm gonna go see it and check it out. So, I loved it.
You got a winner.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good use of my. Apparently I've had that thing for a long time. Okay, so I'm glad I used it.
There was someone's account. I can't remember who it was, but they was giving their account on their viewing of the film, and after the entire film was played, after the credits and everything, he said there was a small elderly Asian man sitting next to him, and he said to himself, "Wow, that was amazing." There's really no other way to put this film. It's performed very well. I think it's been 141 million domestically, 161 million as of yesterday, 161 million globally. It made its money.
Yeah.
Which we knew was going to happen. Yeah. It made its money back, and people are still going to see it. So once this past weekend rolls out, we'll see the smallest drop in any film history for a second week drop. It was estimated to be a 27% drop, and then it dropped down to 14, then it dropped down to 10, and then it ended up actually being 6%. So
I don't want to jinx it. I have a feeling this weekend coming is the real test.
Because of Thunderbolts?
It's the real test.
I mean, but that's doesn't matter.
Well, no. In the sense of how much money isn't Thunderbolts going to make because this is still in theaters.
I think that'll be. But see, here's the thing. My observation of Sinners has actually been. It seems like from how I have seen people talking about it, and the people that I've seen talk about it, is that a lot of people that went to see it on the first week that it came out, and the people that are talking about it are Black. Now that's fine, completely fine. But if we're thinking about, how the money is made, it seems like it's really being made from us. Like, I'm sure that there are other people and cultures seeing it too, but it really seems like this is a movie where Black people are seeing it once, twice, 3, 5. I've seen people say, "Oh, this is my 6th time." I'm like, God damn. Like, well, hey, but I think a lot of the money is coming from us. So when you're talking about like Thunderbolts and like how is it gonna fare, I don't think that's really gonna mess up who the money is coming from. Like, because I think people will still see Thunderbolts and still be like, I want to see Sinners. You ain't messing with nobody that saw it for 5 times. I saw you they gonna see it again.
That's
because they want to see it again.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back before go ahead, Tafari. I'm gonna let you go.
I was gonna say I don't think they'll be threatened. I think they'll be bothered still by there being a lot of money going anywhere else. You see, they're already booting them off the IMAX screens because
they have to.
Disney does not like to share.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Look, Sonic got 0 weeks because of Mufasa. So
that's competing. Okay.
Competing is different than you don't get any. Like that's taking everything versus
because after 2 weeks you don't get it. After if you don't, that's your window for IMAX.
Their opening and then their second week numbers. So
yeah.
Hey, look, I had to watch the Hedgehogs on a regular ass screen because Disney didn't want to share. I've seen how
crazy.
I know how they play this game. But yeah, the XD for Cinemark, by the way, is very much we also have IMAX, but not really. It's just a bigger theater with a wall of speakers, and then there are special seats that are interactive called D-Box seats, and there's only like 12 in each theater. So you now have to pay for an XD ticket plus an upgrade ticket if you want the whole immersive.
Whatever. So we'll be right back. Speaking of what we present, you'll see a commercial from all of us at Blerd Station. And we'll also be coming back with our guest, Kaleb Parham. He's talking about his new mobile game, Panic Gym Odyssey, tongue-tied. And we'll be right back after this.
There's a goddamn celestial in the...
Yeah, ha ha ha, I know, they answered the question. Go see Captain America 4. The joke wasn't supposed to run this damn long. Blame Marvel, not me. 1 second.
Cartoon.
Alright, we ain't gonna pretend like we don't understand the state of the world right now, but if you need a safe, black, and nerdy space that you can turn your brain off twice a week, you've come to the right place. 5 if you count the clips we post. We know attention spans and breaks on the job seem to keep getting shorter, so we do our best to make the content easy to ingest. Pay attention, I ain't doing all these edits for my health. This is where our playlists come in. Highlights if you want to see the funny, cool, or thought-provoking clips from each episode. Reacts and reviews, you want to know our thoughts on the latest movie, TV, video games, comic book, trailers, and so on. Please feel free to send us recommendations, especially if it's a smaller project that you think deserves more attention. We interview people from time to time. All those conversations are a lot of fun and all can be found right over here. We chat with Blerds from all over, from America to Africa. If you want to see who all from the community has come through, please check out special guests. And we do be out and about in these con streets, so if you want to see us IRL, grab a ticket to your favorite event or just check this one out. Whether this is your first time watching or you made us a part of your weekly schedule, we're happy to have you. And we hope that we have created a continued comfortable environment for you to keep coming back to. Thanks for watching. All right. See how long this one lasts.
Greetings, and welcome to the official live stream of BlerdCon 2025, brought to you by Blerd Station. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am the community partner here at Blerd Station.
We're going to support our independent artists.
I'm happy to be here at BlerdCon, helping co-sponsor with Blerd Station.
Shout out to Blerd Station for providing the platform.
We appreciate the opportunity to promote it.
Shout out to him and Blerd Station for even making all this possible for us to go live.
Ain't nothing like your own folks supporting you.
Right.
Hey, we're at the Blerd Station panel.
I really want to thank Blerd Station for giving American Media the opportunity to be part of this broadcast.
Shout out to Demetrius, the good folks over at Blerd Station. Love your guys' channel, love what you're doing, and thank you for having me on.
You see how you guys glowed from that conversation?
What you're witnessing today is not just another live stream, but an expertly produced event by a dedicated press team capturing the very essence of the BlerdCon experience.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
For anything black,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am also known as Hellspawn Cosplay.
They predicted the future more than Simpsons in the last decade.
I meant what I said, bro. I meant what I said.
Right here. Say Blerd Station crew, y'all.
Created the black version, then I owe him everything.
This is Chris Fury. This is Lady Mandalore. We're here with Ahmed Best.
But the tone of it is really what we found.
Blerd Station?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Apologies, sir. I wasn't really familiar with the game.
What?
This is your favorite CEO, Miss Flo, and I'm here with the new legendary Orlando Jones.
Take time to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to each and every one of our sponsors who put in on this production.
Studio Moyo has officially joined Blerd Station as a strategic partner.
You'll also get an inside look at exciting projects by our esteemed sponsors, alongside original content produced in-house at Blerd Station. I'm the creator of Issue 1, an original series by Blerd Station. Whether you're looking to elevate your event or enhance your audience engagement, Blerd Station is here to help see your vision come to reality.
Oh, that's fire.
If you or someone you know is interested in partnering with Blerd Station, whether it's hosting a live stream or investing in our growing platform or sponsoring future broadcasts, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. You can go to blerdstation.com and hit contact and hit us up directly. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can keep up with all the information and content that we're bringing you. Help us spread the word. Thank you again for your continued support, and stay tuned for more incredible moments ahead.
Yep, gonna keep this short and sweet, but call it a three-peat. Your crew from Blerd's Eyeview is officially back in the building for DreamCon, and possibly a first in con history, approved for press 3 years in a row. Y'all know we make the most of every moment we have there, so whether you're watching through us or through the con's official pages, you can definitely notice where we made our impact. Doesn't matter if it's the press conference room or the con floor, content-wise, we don't leave empty-handed, and you know we waste no time bringing you that coverage. Obviously, very much looking forward to the big weekend. As always, thank you so much DreamCon for the repeated approvals and for having us. See y'all in H-Town, shawty. Hey, I'm getting a Trill Burger before we get out of here. Y'all know that, right?
Wait a minute, what's a Trill Burger? Hold on, wait a minute, what's a Trill Burger?
Oh, you did? I've been telling you this. The rapper Bun B's got his own like restaurant down there.
Who you told me? When you
I've
told
been
me?
saying
all over.
I've been saying
for years.
I've been saying Trill Burger for like a year since they announced Houston. Where have you been?
Not in Houston, motherfucker. I'm in New York. What is that doing for me?
I've said ever since they announced Houston, I'm like, okay, so we get to go to Bun B's restaurant. And all
right, done.
Go subscribe to the Blerd Station YouTube channel. Our channel is up and live currently. Go show your love. We will be coming to you very soon with more content from the con floors and many more. So,
yeah, but that commercial wasn't supposed to run that. Look at my hair in the old thing compared to like right now. Like it was supposed to last 3 months, not 3 whole ass years.
Hey man, I got growth too, motherfucker.
Look, I've grown salt in my beard since then. So I mean, there it is.
Also, looking at the comments, Bama, your card is under investigation. Have you been to any movie we've told you to in the last year?
That's too black. That's not a celebration. Get the fuck.
I'm crying.
That's 2 movies, Bama.
My goodness.
Also, I'm really sorry, Captain. Ippy, honey, I'm gonna find you again this year.
Oh Lord.
Who, me?
Find you, and we gonna talk because you left me on red, and I don't appreciate that. And
Who,
now
me?
your boy's out here trying to figure out how to talk to people to get his anime did, and you could have been talking to us a little bit, and we would have helped y'all at the bare minimum. But I love you, Ippy. I love you.
I was about to say, who, me? I'm like, wait, me?
Now she did a virtual fade on Ippy. Like that's crazy.
I'm not
so
crazy,
speaking of
but I
people
know what
who,
I say.
but speaking of folks who didn't wait to reach out to get their stuff seen and heard, we got a very special guest in the house. His name is Kaleb Parham. He's the CEO of KaPa Entertainment, here to talk about his new mobile games, Panic Gym Odyssey. What's going on, Kaleb?
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Where do we begin? Number one, the game is amazing. I love it. It's fun. It's different. It's like an amalgamation of things, like Tetris, and then there's like some added features to it. But I like the animation.
Thank you.
There's characters on that game that I'm like, I want to see more. So how did you get started in doing like you're building your app for your mobile game and the concept?
I started making games when I was in like the 8th grade. I just went to Google and said, how do you make games? And the program popped up and I downloaded and I taught myself over time. Now with Panic Gym, how it started was it was back in 2013. Yeah, back in 2013, there was a girl I liked, and we were at my boy's house and she was playing Candy Crush on her phone. So I'm like, hey, what's that? So she's like, oh, yeah, it's this game called Candy Crush. Back then it just came out, so it was hot. So I'm like, okay, cool. I downloaded, I played it. I'm like, and this is no offense to anybody at King, but I was like, this sucks.
I'm crying.
So I just said, I think I can make something better than that. So it started out, I just made a quick, it was like a little compilation of demos called Cookies. And I had a game called Gym Crash up there. And it kind of was like a real prototype of what you see now. And a guy played it. His name was Lloyd. He was like, hey, Caleb, I think you have something with this one right here. You should really lean into that. So honestly, a lot of the game, especially in the beginning, was just me figuring stuff out, throwing things at the wall. I was a waiter at the time. So how I got that there, some of the characters was literally just people that walked in as customers. I was like, that would be a good character. If I exaggerate this, I'll go home and draw it. The colors of the characters in terms of their outfits is just because that's the only color pen I had. Like it was a lot of stuff like that was just kind of thrown together. And then over time, I just curled it out and got people to help me who were saw the vision and could help me out.
Okay, Lady Mandalore, question.
Lord, well, I guess first and foremost, where can people find your game?
So Panic Gym Odyssey is on the App Store. It's on Google Play. It's on Samsung Galaxy Store as well.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to think of something else to ask because I'm caught off guard. I didn't think about this at all, and I'm very sorry.
Trust me, she's no. It's normal. It's fine.
Like I need one good lap, and then I'm locked in. Where do you want to go with your entertainment? Like, what other games do you want to make? Like, do you want to expand outside of like mobile gaming? Do you want to do Steam or anything like that?
Yeah, so my next game actually is going to be an update of a game I've been working on for years called Buzzkill Zero. So that's going to be on Steam, and that's actually setting up for a sequel because I have a sequel already in mind. I have ideas for fighting games, beat 'em ups, adventure games, other types of mobile. I'm really going to push mobile to far beyond what people are used to.
So I want to show what we're talking about, and just so they get an idea that this game it's not revolutionary in terms of great graphics. It's like The Last of Us or anything. No, this is just back to simple gaming, having fun. But the character, I'm like, I need to see these characters in some stuff. They just look cool. And so here's the cinematic release trailer of Panic Gym Odyssey.
Another night is gone. We step into the sun. Another day we will see. Another battle's won. Each step is only one.
First off, that song was giving me 90s vibes.
Hey, it was funky. It was a good amount of fun.
Like 90s dance vibes, like CC Music Factory and all that.
That's the inspiration of that's pretty much originally what the entire game soundtrack was going to be. Eventually the music composers, they all just started giving me kind of house in general. And they all did their thing. They all just were crazy on that. So with that trailer, it was done by animator JG, who also did all of the character art, because I came up with the characters, but I'm not an artist. So he drew that. He came up with the trailer, and then a lot of people may know him as DJ Maxi the Man or Michael Staple. He actually created the song and wrote the lyrics. And I got Toasty Marshmallow to actually sing on the track.
Oh, that was
that's who that was.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and she's on tour right now.
She does have a beautiful voice.
Yeah, I've seen her perform live, man. Toasty's great.
Yeah,
man, look at that small world. It's like Shoko. Any questions?
Well, I will say that the first time I met you actually was at ACC. You was at Atlantic Comic Con.
I was.
Yes, and I played your game there.
Yep.
With Navy. Well, Navy didn't play, but Navy was like standing right behind me, and I was like, I'm not good at Tetris. You were like, just give it a try, and I was like, okay. I'll give it a try. And, it was pleasantly not as bad as Tetris because I'm not good at
Tetris that have you anxious.
I don't know how. I have sat and watched Tetris competitions and been like, I don't know how you're doing this. Okay. So I remember telling you like, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. And I was like, okay, you know what? This wasn't as hard as Tetris. So like if you like you mentioned Candy Crush and stuff like that, like it is like I can definitely see the composition of multiple games in it, but it's also just like it's not as hard as some of these other games like Tetris or anything like. And I do like that because if it was really just Tetris light, I would have been like, I can't do it. But it's a decent game. I really do enjoy like the composition of all the different elements of it, because I think that's what makes the gameplay feasible for like the regular like mobile gamer. Like you said, you are definitely branching out into like Steam, which I love as a PC person, but like for mobile games, like I don't play any of the same type of games that I play on mobile that I play on PC. And I know some people do, like Call of Duty, they will play it on their phone, even Fortnite, all these different things they'll play on their phone. I'm not playing none of that on mobile. So these are the types of games that I do play on mobile. So I definitely like that it's just a gentle mobile game. You've got like Chris said, like the cool characters, and you're not what's the word I'm trying to say? Bear with me. You're not lying to us. Okay. Right. Like all these other mobile games. You know how many times I have to delete an app because I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like this is not the game I signed up for. So I appreciate that from a mobile game perspective. I guess my question would be, are you like for your outside of mobile game desires, and because you mentioned a lot of different genres with the beat 'em ups and all that kind of stuff, what is like your favorite? Like, what's your favorite genre of game? And are you building something within that genre of game? And if so, like, if you can tell us a little bit more about that, I'd be interested.
Fighting games. Okay. I like that you can be competitive. You can have a good story. Just fighting. I just love fighting games. I love watching people who are just really good at the game fight somebody else who's really good at the game, and it's almost like a chess match without terms. They're just constantly going back and forth. So I'm not making a fighting game because fighting games are, number one, they're very expensive and they're very time intensive. So I'm not making one yet, but I do have ideas for quite a few. I actually want to work with some big streamers at some point with some of their characters and make some type of crossover fighting game with them. yeah, but that'll be down the line. Maybe I can talk about it at DreamCon, but we'll see.
It's
Okay,
definitely
you gonna be at DreamCon?
Yeah,
That's
I'll be at
nice.
Okay, so we'll see you again.
Yeah, we'll see each other.
It's definitely a time passer to play it because I find
Not gonna hold you. I'm trying to play this hoe right now.
No, because the way you're looking down right now, bro.
It's not. I promise I'm not being disrespectful. I'm trying to figure this thing out.
It's definitely a time passer because I've been at work where I'm just like, and when I text you, I'm like, yo, this is cool. I like this, because it's just. We've seen some other games and they say, "Oh, there's this," and then I'm like, nah, I just want to play.
The game I signed up for.
Yeah, right.
So many these days is like
Yeah.
that.
I actually make fun of that in one of the ads I have. I just quickly throw out some of the features, and one of the things I say is actually the game in the ad, and I just leave it at that because that is
because it should be a crime. It should be a crime.
It should be.
I'm trying to pass the time, and you're making me watch ads. I don't.
Not only that, but it's just like you told me I was gonna be doing puzzles, and now you got me running through story and all this stuff. It's like I can't even get to a puzzle unless I do this random thing on level 35. Like what? Like this is crazy. Like now I got to delete the app because I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
So as you see, as some of the people who watch at home there, I showed some of the gameplay, and just to show you, just like it's completely different from Tetris because like you can actually adjust things and slide your rows left to right, so everything matches up and
shit.
I'm crying. I remember much longer than I thought I would. So it's really fun. And I think like you mentioned Candy Crush, I think it's probably it's like it has the other aspects, but definitely I think it is like with the gyms and everything and the moving of like goodness, that's horizontal. Yeah, moving horizontally. The gyms and everything, like I think that's a cool aspect to it that you don't get in Candy Crush or any of the derivatives because Candy Crush isn't even the first one, but that's one of the most popular ones, right? That has stood the test of time. But yeah, I think this is a cool like combination of mobile type games that still has its own difference.
Yeah, I was really just trying to, in the beginning, flip Tetris upside down, which from a design side of things, you would actually think that would be easy, but no, in the very beginning, there was a lot of things because I was coming up with problems that, Tetris and Puyo Puyo was a game that influenced me too. These games had already figured out, but for mine, when you're moving things around, like in Tetris, when you move a piece, once you put that piece down,
right,
you don't have to really worry about anything shifting around. But for me, you're always shifting rows and stuff is always falling. So there would be times I'm moving stuff around and it would fall at the same time you shift it. So now you get two gems in one spot. And you're just like, okay. So I had to come up with all these mechanical solutions to things. So that was kind of the interesting part of it. But yeah, that was really the idea. Just take it and flip it on its head. And it's funny because everybody says it's not as hard as you think it is. I'm like, yeah, there are modes though.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you know right now. This whole a little hard.
It's just not as hard as like it's just not as hard as like some of these. It's good. Like I can't even have fun if I have to do too much. Like so that's what I'm saying. Like it's just not hard where I'm so frustrated that I have to turn off my phone.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard. It's not frustrating. Like it's a good decency of like difficulty.
Is it me? Am I the drama?
I'm crying. Now she said, wait.
Wait a minute. You speak for yourself.
Fine. You got a question?
Yeah, so you had another game with you at when you reached out to me at BlerdCon when I was passing by the table. You had another project there, right?
Yeah, that was Buzzkill Zero. So that was the arcade shooter. That's the one I'm looking to have on Steam.
Okay, so both of those, I'm not a scrub, so I tried to play on like the hardest difficulty, and I tried to I held my own for a good 30 seconds on both.
Not 30 seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, I get the concept from the demo. I got this. And like, you know what? An attempt was made. So
Buzzkill Zero. Buzzkill Zero is a different beast when it comes down to difficulty. That's not like Panic Gym. I especially on the hardest difficulties, I'm throwing everything at you. So the way the difficulty works in Buzzkill Zero, you have level 1, that's the easiest, level 2, level 3, and then level 999. That's the hardest.
Oh Jesus!
Right?
Just skip right past it.
Like, why?
Safari decides I'm just going to jump to level 999 first try.
Ego.
That's crazy.
I'm throwing everything at you. So, it starts out like Galaga, right? And you have the enemy patterns, and the other difficulties, they just fire more. But at level 999, I have all of them fire at you at the same time while shooting their regular patterns.
Oh, you're just mean.
Yeah.
That's what like I can handle. It's like, oh, they're gonna shoot, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna move and shoot and hit all kinds of different routes and angles. That's where I was like, all right, there go my lives.
Yeah.
There go my lives.
Every way I could make it difficult, I was just no holds bar. I mean, it's beatable. Good luck.
By somebody, the hardcore Galaga people.
Yeah, so this is the old version of the game right here. I know it looks a little different because you don't see as many bullets. So Tafari, that's what you could have got to. Yeah, but this is an old version of the game.
So let's talk about for Panic Gym Odyssey with your cinematic trailer, and I'm looking at your characters. The idea behind it, I'm seeing kids comic or show, or that animation is pretty nice. Like, it's just simple, straight to the point, not overcomplicated. What's the storyline for it?
So the storyline, I'll give you the cliff notes. So about several thousand years ago, you had humanity. They were exploring the entire known universe. Top dog, they had a whole empire with different planets, and they had a capital planet called Planet Paradise. So the reason why they were able to do this is because they had come up with this revolutionary technology that they use inside of the gyms. Another alien race came about, got jealous, said, we're going to attack Planet Paradise. The king and the queen that you see, they were actually the king and queen during that invasion. The king decides, okay, you know what? I can defend Planet Paradise. We'll be okay. I'm going to send my queen and some of the other people to Earth. They can go there, and then once I get rid of the problem here, I'll come get you guys. We'll come back to Planet Paradise. So she leaves. The people come to settle Earth. They're waiting on him. He never comes. They all die. Generations go on and go on and go on. As time has gone on, the storyline of Planet Paradise and coming to Earth and everything has kind of become like a legend. So now you get to the current times. You have the main villain, Ganda, and he has like a corporation that loans money out to different countries, and he loans so much money out to the countries that they can't pay him back. So then he says, you will just serve my company as like a vassal. So he basically enslaves other countries through debt.
It's very Doom-like of him.
It's also pretty realistic, but so he does this to every single country except for one. And this one country actually has recorded every single person who's a descendant of Tiana Kara, that's the queen that came, from her all the way down to Paris, who is the girl with the Afro puffs. So she's a direct descendant of her. Ganda tries to make a deal with them. Hey, join my corporation or else. That's basically the deal. Join or else. They say, no, we're not doing it. We have a history here. We have a culture. We're not going to get rid of this and join your corporation. He says, okay, no problem. He rolls in, blows the place up. They hide Paris in order to try to preserve the lineage. And she's 6 years old at the time. So several weeks pass. She's just hitting. So she comes out. The place is blown up. She can't find anybody. So she's rolling through the forest for 6 months by herself.
At 6 years old?
At 6 years old.
It's crazy.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, as part of Ganda's actual corporation, there's like a lower class, which is most people, and then there's kind of like an upper class. So Max is about 8 at that time, and he is actually part of the upper class. Right now, they have a law; they're not allowed to go play in the forest. But Max is kind of rambunctious. If you play the game, you know Max is kind of silly, so he does whatever he wants. So he goes out, plays in the forest, finds Paris, takes her to her parents. Hey, I found this girl.
Oh.
She starts trying to tell them about her country. They don't know the type of stuff Ganda does, so they think she's crazy, but they like her. So they actually adopt her, and her and Max, they're adopted brother and sister. So by the time you actually get to the game now, she's 13 and he's 15. So what's ended up happening is Ganda's now like, wait a minute, I know this girl. She was part of that. I got to get her. So now she decides to run. Max is like, nope, if you leave, I'm leaving with you. So they go out together. As they're leaving, I forgot to mention something. I got to go back now. So way back with Sierra Car, they actually had some gems that they brought with them from Planet Paradise, right? While they were here on Earth, a small group of the aliens that invaded Planet Paradise found them on Earth. They went to battle. They managed to defend Earth. So what she said was, we can't use these things to live like we were doing before. If they come back, and they're going to come back and fight us again, we have to be prepared. So she goes and hides them in different places. So coming back to present day, Paris was taught about them being hidden. She doesn't know exactly where they're hidden. So once you get to today and they're running, go figure, Max being Max rambunctious, he happens to find some. So she's like, oh, I never thought I'd see these. But if we use these, we could probably overthrow Ganda. So, well, that's actually Max's idea, but you get the point. So the whole idea is they're now going through, because now Ganda realizes that these things are real, and he actually wants to use them too, more so to stop them from being able to use them against him. So now it's kind of a race where you have these two children who are going around trying to get these gems before this whole big empire does come. So I want to actually eventually tell the story in either the form of another game or an anime or something, but you know, I got to build up to that point.
I could see that as anime.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, it could work.
it could definitely work, especially with we're living in an age right now. We're in a certain era right now where we thriving. We eating very, very well. We south of midnight centers. You know, we're getting some nice gems. No pun intended. Sending our way. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. Kaleb, can you stick around while we talk about some more nerdy stuff?
Sure.
All right. So we will be back with our guest, Kaleb. We'll be talking about some nerdy news that's been coming down the pipe, and we'll be right back. And enjoy the indie initiative, indie primetime initiative crew that we are now a part of.
the Super Breakdown podcast, where cosmic tales unfold. Join Power Maximus, Lord Triage, and the Darth Legacy Jason M40 on a journey through heroic realms where legends are born and destinies entwine. Delve into the cosmic currents, unraveling the mysteries of superheroes, villains, and champions. Embrace the cosmic energy that binds us all, and let your journey begin. This is the Super Breakdown Podcast. Enter the cosmic saga.
What? Yeah. What? Understand I got a lot on my mind, a lot on my chest.
Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't know this harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. A merry band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blur's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
All right, we are back. There's been this resurgence within the past couple of years between Predators and Alien. And as of late, as you know, if you have not seen Alien Romulus, it's currently on Hulu and Disney Plus. You can watch it there as well. Please watch that. That's good. If you haven't seen Prey, which is a Predator film, please go watch that. That's good. So, but the lore continues with both these franchises, which incidentally are in the same universe, and with Predator Badlands coming out as a animated series, I want to say, and then Badlands is the film that comes out in the fall. I can't remember what the animated feature is called, but that's coming out later on this, I think, the summer. I want to say summer. Yeah, I want to say the summer, but right now they're gearing up. Is it?
Yeah, Predator Killer Killers.
Killer Killers. Okay. But right now, Alien Earth is starting to drum up a lot of discussion, and we're gonna look at the gestation period right here.
Ew. Ew.
No, because
Oh no.
Yeah, nasty. Hide your kids.
The sound design.
Why is it so long?
Exactly. Like, where's the rest of the preview?
Huh. Oh no.
Too quiet.
Don't tell me that's the end after all they put us through.
He said not after all they put us through. Oh my god, no. So Alien Earth is dropping this summer, actually, and it turns out we're not just getting the one species; we're getting 5 extra.
Is this like a series or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I love Shell Coles was like,
I ain't seen Alien anything since probably the originals. Like I didn't even see I think what was there one that came out last year or the year before?
Yeah, that was Romulus.
I haven't even seen that.
You can kind of pick up on that one and just move forward.
Yeah, because that one Romulus almost is a direct sequel to the first two.
Was they doing the do in that thing?
No.
Okay, he was just transforming.
Yeah.
Why you gotta go that extra mile? Why
no,
do you
because
go that extra mile?
It looked like it. I didn't like it.
Okay. So gestation, as in someone is farming and making and like forcibly creating this thing. So
which we've come to find out over the past the last 2 films, maybe 3 films?
No, because they were doing that with when they cloned Ripley from the Sith movie.
Yeah, so even further back, so that's Alien 4.
That's nasty.
so like a science experiment, they're just putting it in canisters and seeing what happens if we mix these elements together, and We're probably getting like 5 Alien offshoots or Alien plus 5 other franchise. God knows what else.
God knows why. Like, this is why Predators exist. They're just like, oh, y'all want to keep making them. Okay. I
That
tell
is
you what.
so ridiculous.
Predators, we don't give them names. We just call them abominations and burn the corpse.
It kind of feels like we're coming full circle, because wasn't what the what are they called? The original dudes, the
Engineers.
engineers. That's what
Oh,
they
yeah.
were doing.
Yeah.
So now we're coming full circle, trying to be the engineer. So something got to come and kick our ass, correct? That's the way that goes.
Call up the Predator, Danny Glover, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, baby.
See, look.
It's either that or God is just like, you know what, all y'all, this planet's prayers are all going to spam for the next 6 months. Y'all don't learn. We've had this discussion. So whatever y'all are doing over there breaks my laws, my commandments, and the Geneva Convention. Good luck.
So in the Predator Badlands trailer that I think we premiered that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And there's a still shot that they have of trophies, skull trophies. And so the internet is going to internet, and they're trying to find out who the skulls belong to. And there's some theories, because one of the skulls looks like an ape. So they're saying, are you saying that this is the same universe as kaiju? We already know that aliens exist. There's obviously humans. We don't know. All we know right now is that aliens, Predator, possibly Blade Runner, if I'm not mistaken, all exist in the same universe.
Oh, I didn't know Blade Runner.
Yeah, just because of the replicants.
Yes.
One of the skulls or trophies, and I'm only connecting it because they're connected. They're owned by Disney now. Looks like the Black Panther necklace.
What the fuck would they put that in there for?
Because
I love her response to that.
That is correct. That is a correct response, because that was my response. Like, why would y'all do that? And number one, but A, owned by Disney, and two, Black Panther is a top predator or something to fight.
They are doing the whole Marvel
Marvel
versus Alien and Predator comics right now. So they have
because I think
Panther. Black Panther versus the Predator, Predator and Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah.
What was you saying, Caleb?
Yeah, there's a Predator and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Predator, like you said, a Predator and Spider-Man, which is crazy because they used to actually do them with DC. Because I actually have the Predator and Batman comic on the shelf. So they used to do it with DC. Yeah, Predator, the comics, they crossed over with everybody.
Yeah.
Terminator, RoboCop,
kaiju, anything with dealing with Monster Island. So yeah, but I said, imagine a world where as a human, you was like, these damn xenomorphs are added again.
No, just give me the Kool-Aid. Give me the Kool-Aid. I'm not.
Wait, so
the
aliens are fighting each other.
So predators, they just hunt for sport, not for food, not for anything. They hunt for sport. So if you are an unarmed person, you're no threat to them.
You cool. You all right.
So they're not gonna kill you.
Yeah, they gonna leave you. They'll leave you alone.
Did you see the first Alien vs Predator show you?
I don't remember.
Okay, so remember the dude tries to fight him and he looks at his skin. He's like, you have cancer and you're gonna die anyway. Get out my face, and just drops him and walks off.
Like if you're sick or sick, pregnant, unarmed, you're not a threat to them. So they're just like, where's the sport in that? It's similar to like a big game hunter. If there's an injured animal, there's no sport in that. Why am I hunting an injured animal? I want the full experience.
That's crazy.
So predators, they hunt for sport. So if you're walking around and you strapped up, with some gun or something, and they're just like, you're on my radar.
Between whatever the 5 extra species in this show is about to be and whatever we meet in the Predator Killer, I wouldn't be surprised if some of those skulls are just like cameos, or that's their Infinity Gauntlet of, hey, we own all these things now. And some of those are like, throughout both of these series, we will meet who's connected and what other franchises do cross over into this, because clearly they're kind of setting up an AVP potential, because we got the Wayland robot in the Predator in the Badlands trailer. So
It
sounds insane.
It is insane. It is insane. I think they're at a stage now for both franchises to really kind of dominate and really give the people a really good face off.
Yes, Whoopty.
Yeah.
Did Predator 2 have a xenomorph?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was like a nice little cameo because I think a lot of think they shared. I think they shared like a lot of prop or like set workers for those movies. So they're like, this would be cool. And I think that's what started it. People were like, well, why don't those two cross over? Whereas I think
they only up until that point they only crossed over in comics, and it was just like, just make it happen.
Yeah,
make it happen.
In 2003, I think that was another 20 years in the making coming up to that. I think.
Yeah, they love to hunt. It's their thing. Like Mal said, they hunt because it's their religion, their culture, and legacy.
And hopefully, we're getting more of that in the show and in the Badlands movie because this is a teenage predator basically trying to impress the tribe. So it'd be nice to see more of the culture.
If anybody knows more about this culture, it's Hellspawn. That man is deeply knowledged in the Predator lore, in alien lore. So I'm invested because it like I told him, I said not Romulus, but Covenant and Prometheus. Prometheus was the hardest for me to get through. It was just a long burn. It was a long burn, but I'm curious as to what other worlds or species they'll come across just from seeing that trophy room alone. I'm like, it's not fair to have xenomorphs, predators, and then kaiju in the same film. I'm like, your home insurance is screwed. I don't care what you say. At this point, would you rather live there or Gotham? I'll take my chances in Gotham at this point.
There is no insurance.
I mean, look, if Pearline is the mayor, you said rent is only $300.
Yeah,
Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham. You mean nothing goes down here? Just a crazy clown every now and then. I'll buy bottled water. That's fine. I'll work a first shift job. It's too expensive. I work first shift. I'm indoors by 6 p.m. Bottled water. I should be good. No dark alleys, no corner stores. So
don't steal anything.
Don't steal anything.
I'm weak.
Don't steal anything.
Oh my God. So season 2 of Andor is dropped. We've got tonight they're showing episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, they're doing 3 episodes a week. They
just got caught up on like a season and a half.
That's crazy.
So, but obviously, if you know the lore of Star Wars, you know this is going to be the final season. It leads into Star Wars Rogue One. You already know the story behind that, but they've ramped it up. Cassian Andor has really kind of come into his own. It's a very slow burn because people wanted it kind of right now, and it's like, no, this is like the makings of the rebellion, and how that like everything just kind of how everything ended up where it is. Like there are things moving behind the scenes. So our resident Lady Mandalore, our resident Star Wars expert, is here. I'm
not caught up on Andor.
Okay, not saying that part.
I'm good on 2, but not episode 3.
Okay.
So be gentle.
Shame.
Not
shame.
Shame.
No.
Know this young picture of
you
me.
ain't even watched Rebels.
Shame.
I know you're not coming from me not watching Rebels. So
nobody wanted to pay for Disney XD. That's why.
That's not my problem. You had how many years has Disney Plus been up?
Hey, look, look, don't drop a new season of the thing we liked after the thing that nobody liked. It's like, hey, remember Rebels? Us neither. Come back to Clone Wars real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, from what you've seen, Lady Mandalore, episodes 1 and 2,
Spartan.
seeing 2 factions of completely unprepared rebels go at it.
They're getting it out the mud.
They are.
Being honest.
No leadership at all.
None. Everybody is out for. I don't know who's got the money is my whole thing. I don't know what you mean. I can't do what I want with the money that we got. What you mean? Who whose daughter? Why do I gotta marry this one off in order to? It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride getting money for your
Look,
overthrowing.
watching Cassian steal this TIE fighter and not know how to start this thing up. I'm like, this whole plan was practically flawless until
it's kind of funny actually.
I mean, but that's also a callback to what he did when they were stealing. What was it? Them stealing the train?
Yeah, yeah.
How y'all don't even know how the fuck y'all gonna drive this hoe out of the landing pad? How y'all don't have a plan?
We don't plan. We improvise.
You gonna improvise in jail? You better figure out how to. You know what? Let me stop before I.
He improvised the hell out of that TIE fighter getting out the landing.
I mean, he figured it out in record time.
It's just like a stealth mission. It's still a stealth mission if there are no witnesses.
I just like that they were like, should we help? Is it like a malfunction pilot? Nope, just shoot it down.
Damn.
All because he couldn't figure out how to get out of there. I'm like, damn, so close. Like he's looking for the seat. He doesn't know that the seat comes up when you stand in a certain spot. He can't control it right there. He figures out the guns pretty quickly though.
I mean, that's the easiest part.
Just point and shoot.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's what
red
that
button,
is.
push
Okay.
red button. There we go.
Yeah. Charge up. Okay, I need a moment to do that. Weapons hot over here. Got it. Him getting to that planet where the two factions are at, and they're fighting for food. He's just watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's part of the Empire. He's like, no, I'm not, because he's wearing flight gear, but he had to plot his way in there, and just watching them go at it. And I know he's sitting there like, they are so unprepared. It's like so unprepared. Mon Mothra is getting ready to get married.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff is unfolding like very quickly. By the way, Spartan, I don't know if you've seen episode 3, but they got a hell of a DJ. I didn't know they could get down like that. I'm like, this music is kind of hitting right here.
Since the bar on Tatooine, sir. Come on now.
Like, if anything Star Wars is not short on, it's exceptional music and just DJs you did not see coming. It was damn near a rave in there at the wedding. It was damn near a rave, and I'm like, yo, they kind of getting it right now. Everybody getting it.
I mean, the music's always been popping on Star Wars. I mean, it's never not been like a bop going off in there.
It's an understood language. You can't have a bad beat on Star Wars while getting your ass hit by lightsaber.
That's crazy. Facts.
So I'm waiting to see how it's not about how it ends. It's about how did they get there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story of everything and how it plays out. And I'm liking it. I'm with it. You know, they've gone. That first season was your slow buildup. That was the slow buildup, how everything got where it is, and
exceptionally slow.
Yeah, it took a minute, but
like the parking brake was still on slow.
Yeah. So, okay, here's a conversation that's been running around, still in the Star Wars universe. Lady Mandalore, I need your opinion.
Oh no, I'm listening. I'm locked in. Don't worry. Don't just because
I know because I'm looking up and I'm trying to figure.
She's trying to play catch up right now.
Knowing that
don't clock me.
Yoda has, especially with the acolyte and everything else. Would you say that Yoda was part of the problem?
Yes. That nigga was yes nodding to a whole bunch of shit he shouldn't have been fucking nodding to. But you don't know what you don't know until you don't know it. So I can't really blame him 100%. If he had knew what he didn't know, then he wouldn't have did what he did.
Would you say it's more or less he was hearing the rumblings and getting pieces of information, but considering the fact that by the time it really started coming down, the people that he was around were no longer around. So it was just like, so he couldn't really, who do I talk to type of situation.
he wasn't talking to the right people. He did not have his, no pun intended, he didn't have his ears to the ground. Mighty close. But he wasn't talking to the right people. He wasn't in the mix, if you will. Like, he was talking to Padme, but you talking to her like when she's on her way out of like what are we supposed to, what is she supposed to do with that information? Why didn't you check your boy when he was trying to be the Jedi Master? Why didn't you check Qui-Gon when he was doing his own, running around trying to kidnap other people's
All
babies?
he had to do was follow one instruction. Wait here. You will have my trust. If you wait here, you will have my trust. Cool. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take off.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
It's us being fans. Us as fans and realizing the overall build on, like, you're like, damn, this could have, y'all could have stopped this earlier.
You know who Yoda is? Yoda's the Democratic Party. You sitting there. I said what I said. You sitting there thinking all shit is sweet and things are just good. Everybody's gonna play the game. We're gonna play the game the way the game's supposed to be played. Nobody's gonna break the rules. This is how we play the game. No, nigga. Ain't nobody said that.
I mean,
we have to play by your
George
rules?
Lucas did say these things. Look, you see what's happening in the world. Is this not Star Wars?
It is.
No, it's not, because we don't have nobody to come and fucking save us. There is no only hope. The hope is gone.
Why the rebels exist.
That hope in a bullet. That's all. I'm sorry.
So if you're being honest, this is kind of Rogue One right now.
I went too far.
It is kind of Rogue
Did
One.
you?
I did.
No, actually,
she said I shouldn't have said it on live, but
if we're talking,
you know my heart.
If we're talking old life experience and no one listens to them, does that make Yoda Bernie Sanders?
Yes. Because hey, Kira opened the door. I'm just walking through it. Yes.
I'm not saying you wrong either. Who am I to tell you?
But I would say,
would Bernie Sanders be considered the Yoda?
Yes.
No.
I told
because
you.
like he's
Bernie
loud.
never
He's been
really
loud
got
about
to
it.
do nothing.
Told you,
but he's been loud about
Neither
it.
is Yoda.
Unlike Yoda,
been to jail.
Yoda didn't say it. He didn't say what he wanted to say or should have said. Bernie has been saying it, but the
I am now coming to ask for your support. Yoda.
Bernie's Anakin.
Okay.
What?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bernie's kind of Anakin. He's a little Anakin. Listen, look, we all know what's going on over there in that country where they doing things.
He's got too much back pain to be Anakin.
No.
I didn't say he was good.
I was going based off
Anakin. I didn't say he was baby Anakin. I'm saying Anakin he flipped a little bit.
See, you're comparing. I'm still saying America's right now Rogue One. You have no Sith, you have no Jedi, but you have grumblings of resistance on an impeding empire. That's Rogue One.
And people that care way too much about doing their jobs.
Right.
While pissing everyone else off in the process. Why was this blonde woman getting so much time? Who is this?
Exactly.
I did not think she was going to make it at the finale, but no. You got that one overzealous coworker.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta ask Caleb. Caleb, I don't know how well versed in the Star Warsian
also,
you are.
Sorry, Caleb.
But what, I don't know if you've watched Andor or any of the Star Wars, but what do you think of what we've already discussed of this could have been stopped? And we possibly, I mean, because Yoda's kind of old. He was old when this was building up. So
but he couldn't sense Count Dooku.
So I'm gonna be honest. I have not watched anything Star Wars since like Episode 3 got released way back in the day.
So he didn't see the re-release.
And it got released again last week.
The only
Snowclaw's giving him the high five.
The most I've done is played Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 on the PS2. So we are now at the PlayStation 5. So I'll let you know how long it's been since I've done anything Star Wars.
And I need my Battlefronts.
So it's officially been 20 years because all those things are turning that old.
Yeah. The last time EA actually did something right.
No, I don't
Yeah.
even think EA was on that one.
Yeah, actually, no, that was
They did the current
They
ones.
did
The old
they
ones
did
was
they did
the
the Star
old
Wars
ones wasn't
Battlefront,
EA.
but LucasArts did the original one, right?
But that wasn't EA. That was
Then
back
Ask for
LucasArts.
Media,
Yeah.
and then we got the remakes, which pissed off everybody. Thanks for nothing,
Yeah.
Ask for Media.
That's because they didn't play anything like the originals.
That is true.
I couldn't find a
nothing like the
match.
original.
I was stuck in limbo lobbies for like the first 3 hours. I went to bed.
Yeah, it was. It was battle. It was
Safari went to bed with the controller still in his hand. He was like,
Because everybody's like, "Oh, the
He
game
probably did for real.
No, 'cause they kept, everybody's on Twitter. They said, "Oh, the game launches at midnight." Like, if it's just a port with like some clean textures and whatnot, it doesn't take much to run, especially on a Switch. And everybody's like, "Hey, it's like 6 a.m. and I'm still locked out. What's going on?"
And this is why I'm so glad I'm not on network teams anymore. Because as soon as something went wrong, all hands on deck. Not me.
I don't think they ever fixed. It was clearly a cash grab. There was no plans to fix any of that. It just that game was unfortunately dead on arrival. We'll try again in another 20 years.
Well,
here we are.
But just
This will be a fine time. Something. So I think what we're seeing out of Andor is they're getting to the point. Obviously, like everything is literally coming to a head. Where they're just like, all right, now it's completely like everybody's on the run. Everybody's on the run. Like, just it's like, just don't get caught.
That part.
So
yeah, your mother went out like a real G with that final message.
Yeah, she did.
Rise up.
And they look. So who would that be then?
Lord.
Not Jasmine. Don't you?
No.
Jasmine.
Oh girl, oh shit.
AOC.
Koala.
Oh.
I was gonna say the sniper.
No.
Yeah,
you're onto something. You're onto something.
You're on something.
I was gonna say the sniper from last summer, but that works too.
Yeah.
There was no grassy knoll.
If you had a grassy knoll, it would have hit.
Hey, look, we saw that failed attempt and went right to recording Captain America 4.
So, I was going to sit there and say, wrap there with the Green Hat Menace.
This is insane.
So, Spartan, you were able to see Sinners.
It's about time.
the way she is lording that over you right now.
Was that Shoko or was that Kira?
No, that was
Shoko of all people.
Really, Miss Mechanical Keyboard?
Hey, it's about time. Like it took you a minute.
She doubled down.
This from the person who don't like nothing and don't be seeing nothing.
She was like, I got you.
I used to see everything, okay, but
Miss, I'm picky on movies,
right? Which lets you know the kind of
See, I was gonna leave you alone, Shoko, but since you went on my lateness, Miss Picky,
hey, y'all, you got a movie to see this weekend. You can't, you got to see it.
It's okay. We still have established.
Look, she talking big cash right now. I love it.
We've still established that Bama is at the bottom of the totem pole for this episode.
Oh no, Bama on the shit list. Bama on the shit list. Hey. We love you, Bama, but you
got homework to do. You got like 6 movies worth. Bama ain't seen nothing.
He probably hiding movies that he probably forgot about the movies.
Bama hasn't seen Cap 4. He hasn't seen. Bama ain't seen a movie we recommended in like 6 months.
But about to double down on Thunderbolts. That's what you're gonna go see?
I will say this about Sinners. My goodness, if that does not open the door, and it does not, I was trying to find words in the group chat Saturday when me and my wife went to go see it. I had no words. Not because it wasn't bad. My God, it was great. It was a multi-layered, symbolic, message-filled, musically driven, narratively beautifully written story. And there's no other thing. There's really no other way to say it but to go see it. I could sit here and tell you about certain characters. I could sit here and tell you about one character they should have knocked out from the beginning because she was the weak link. I can go down the entire line of the fact of the biggest dude, his sixth sense not being on in the middle of the goddamn woods. But again, go see the movie. It is great. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I can't say nothing else beyond that.
They caught Cornbread midstream. He gets a pass. Like clearly,
several times. He was
That man could have pissed in a bottle in the back.
The way you can hear him stopping the stream,
like he did not have to. Like, as somebody who goes camping and stuff, like who be outside sometimes, it's like, what? Why are you in the grass deep in at the nighttime? Where nobody is watching for you.
No, you behind a tree, deep in the woods, and you hear Conrad. Nope.
I did not hear that the first time. When I listened the second time, I was like, I hear them whispering his name. I'm like, yeah, this would have been a walking stream for me. Like I would have
said walking stream is crazy.
Look, my back turned to the bush, and it's just like, you can bite me, but you're getting some on your leg. Come over here.
Tafari said, I'm gonna be waddling, walking away. Like what?
I'm sorry. The need to answer nature's call would have been immediately canceled. That organ would have been like, nope.
Generally, it is canceled.
See,
it was like, this can wait. It ain't got to go that bad,
right?
It's
but
like,
not once. 3 times he heard his name,
right?
And he stood. I was in the theater like this.
That man,
he wanted to die.
That man is a Kegel master. Ain't no way. That shit 3 times midstream.
I don't know if that's the word for it for a man.
It's probably not, but he's still a Kegel man.
The muscles.
I'm sorry. How you do that 3 times at the height of the pee-peeing? You go whoop. You shut that right now?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Like I said,
had to pee that bad, and at the same time, he was peeing like a pint.
If it calls for it, or you're trying to eavesdrop, yeah, it's that easy.
I'm just saying, your name gets whispered 3 times in the dark, and you can't see behind you. Why are you still standing there?
Hey man, the power of Christ compels you. All in the bush.
Caleb got something to say.
Go ahead, Caleb.
Yeah, as somebody who's been camping and had to go in the dark,
right?
I just stopped the stream. But see, when I stopped the stream,
it don't see.
I moved somewhere else, right? Because I'm like, I don't know what's going on right here. I'm out here. I'm just, well, that wasn't me.
Right. Thank you. Your sixth sense kicked in. Like, wait a second.
I don't even know if anything was going on.
Right.
I'm not trying to find out. So I'm just
it could have been a squirrel. I don't care. I can't.
No, because literally crickets at night. If I hear it too much, it's like, bro, like I need to go somewhere else. Because why are you out here? But it's just the fact that he really could have went us like.
He could have went on the side of the. He could have went on the side of the mill.
That's right.
He didn't have to go that far out.
He was watching the door the entire time. Meaning the only people that were out there, and he knew it, was them 3, the banjo players. Okay, the group. He could have went literally right around the corner was right there of the house. He could have went right over there and peed. Yeah. And he decided, I'm gonna go.
He didn't have to go that far. It's a mill, which means it's a big building. He didn't have that long.
In there.
Exactly. He could have been on the corner.
I'm sorry. I was
nobody
an
gonna
empty
see
ass
him.
jug and went to the door.
He was like, Delta,
yeah,
can you watch the door real quick?
Yeah, that's some pretty country stuff.
Just run to the side.
There were empty beer bottles everywhere.
And
everywhere.
And half of those were probably from Slim by himself.
Sir.
Boy, Slim.
Hey,
Let me go in this bottle real quick. I just need to get this.
Cornbread was just. It's like, did you really need to break that bad? I don't think you needed to break that bad.
When you realize how early they got there, because at the end of the movie, how long when they show you the setup and the whole party before.
Cornbread wasn't doing that much.
The fact that he was still there.
Yeah, drinking.
He was there.
Yeah, and then but see, here's the thing: you did all of that, only to end up juking with Remick later on. I'm like, yo, dude, he was getting it, but I'm like, dude,
And he was supposed to be security. I'm like, dude, you just saw 3 potential threats. Just leave and say we're gonna walk real slow in case you change your minds.
Wait,
I've been like,
he figured it was gone.
Exactly. I would be like, hand me that shotgun because they gonna come back.
Mary didn't walk that far away from the damn juke joint.
No,
either,
it
right?
was right there.
It was around
So
the
how
bend.
did-
They were still in view. They were still in
not
view.
see her getting fucking juked either.
Again.
Well,
Nobody was
when
paying
you look-
attention.
When
Probably.
you look at it, she broke right and was kind of if you line it up, they're basically tucked up.
There's a car right there.
They're tucked behind the cars
so it's blocking
and
point of view.
sitting. Cornbread broke left. They broke right.
But Cornbread didn't ask me. Cornbread didn't ask me.
Exactly. That's
And
the
ate
thing.
this bitch on the ground.
He should have saw that something was in the sky.
He
And
should have
he
saw
took
something
that.
jump. Something in the air.
He was
should
too
cause
busy
panic.
trying to take a piss. He wasn't paying. This
He
man
just
done went
was-
half
he
a
was just
mile. He
chilling.
went half a mile away from
He
the meal
wasn't
to go
doing
piss in.
his job, and then he got killed for not paying attention. Like
He got killed because he got killed because he was not good at security. You
Yeah.
supposed to be
Hey,
you
he
in the
wasn't doing his
South and
job.
you not on point. I
did
would be
the
the
right-
only person not drinking.
He did
Look,
the,
if Delta calls you out on your stuff, and he's the drunk.
Hey.
Like I don't know where he at, but he been gone too long.
You can drink all you want before your shift start. It was just that he
Right.
took a bathroom break at the wrong time. The line got busy. We had a whole lot of incoming needs.
I'm sorry.
He at least did,
honestly,
you coming back and
like,
saying,
hold
what's
it,
wrong with
bro.
everybody?
he at least did right.
Where you been?
He at least did right and got the twins when they first showed up. It was like, yep, I'm not dealing with this by myself. So
But the
go get
thing-
the head of the household.
The
And
thing
then
about it is, you should have been on point the moment 3 white people out of nowhere just showed up and was just being completely considerate and cooperative. You in the South in the 1930s. How in the world is your paranoia not up?
That's the shit.
Yeah,
that's the
he
other
did.
shit. He jumped
but
up and was like, no,
everything
no,
else,
go get
he's like, let
smoke
me
and
go
stack
get
right
them.
now. He told that dude to
But
move.
because-
he didn't have no sense after that.
Yeah,
He
but
just
because-
was like,
right, that's my point.
and people been in and out the building. So I don't think when Mary said what she was doing when she left either, she just went past him and went outside. So,
yeah, but you from the angle that we saw when they were sitting on the log, it's a clear like you can
Straight
see
shot.
you can
Yeah.
see the door of the place. So
You're right.
Cornbread just sitting there, he drinking or whatever, he just not paying attention. But it's like it was seeable. For
Right.
I will
someone
say-
could have saw if
it's
they were
just-
paying
no,
It's
attention.
just their
I
attention.
will
was-
say this though.
Right, their
I
attention
will
wasn't
say
there.
this. This is the funny part out of the movie. I will say this, and I don't think. And let me know if this happened to y'all movie theaters because we had kids in ours, right?
Oh
The
Lord.
part where the part where old girl comes back and says, "You ain't gonna invite me in," and Cornbread says, "Yeah, come on in." Every black parent, I kid you not, turned to their child and said, "This is why we do the knock test." And I was like,
Ain't no way you brought your kid. Like I can't even imagine bringing the kids. To
No,
that.
some did. You know what it is? Like we said, there's a lot of stuff, adult stuff in there, but most of it's just swearing. All the other stuff is kind of
Like if they
At least- no, I
teenagers,
mean
but
kids,
the
I
little
mean, like,
kids.
no.
I
I mean, like maybe teenagers. I mean, they
Oh,
weren't
okay.
like
Okay, teenagers,
4 or
okay.
5-year-olds. Like,
I did hear.
Yeah.
I did hear some Tyler. I heard when Remick showed up, some kid goes, "It's a monster." Why did every one of my kids, everybody lost it? I don't know why.
That's crazy.
To the one
That's
other person in
crazy.
to the other person in the theater who helped me start the applause when the Klansman got cut down. Thank you, because everybody else was trying to be all cool about it. I was like,
Oh
absolutely.
no, it was a
No.
Django moment for me. I literally
Right.
was in the theater like,
Django.
Because after everything we lost in that film, once it's like we get to cut down the Klan with Tommy guns, you know what? This is a win for somebody.
Listen, that I had to go back and go play Mafia 3 when I got home. I had to do the clan mission. I'm like,
look,
dog,
That's
so
it.
That one picture in a magazine sold them so many copies, and I don't think that was planned.
look, I will say this, that I'm loving everybody's breakdowns.
Mhm.
That, you know, even by the term of the film's name,
Mhm.
and they're saying even if you look at the characters and
Mhm.
what each one represents,
Mhm.
as far as the 7 deadly
The
sins,
seven
we just like,
oh yeah,
I'm like you said, Spartan, this movie's layered.
heavily.
Congratulations to Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, whom everyone is saying him portraying the twins
That should be an Oscar
is
moment.
probably one of his best performances, because
It definitely is for me.
Yeah, because
For
they
someone that
said
hates
they was like it
everything,
was
that's a high
really
compliment.
Oh my
and
god!
they was saying a complete night and day difference in between the two. Even he said Omar Benson, who plays Cornbread, said it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to come on the set as Smoke," and so address me as Smoke. And he's like, this dude was completely different.
Oh, he was Method.
Yeah,
And
acting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know people. It was like a lot of people, were talking about the differences between Smoke and Stack, and a lot of people seem to like Stack more because he smiled. But I'm like, there's something about Smoke not smiling much, and I'm just like, I really like that.
Smoke was about
like
the business.
Smoke, yeah.
Stack was about let's get this money how we can.
All right.
He was about the hustle.
Yeah,
he wasn't about thinking too smart. He
That's why
wanted
Smoke
the
was.
excitement.
Yeah, Smoke was long term, and Stack was Stack was partying.
Yeah, look how he was with Grace and Bo when he went to their store, and when he seen he had to deal with Grace. That's who you want in the room to handle the business. Like
That's why he went over there in the first place. Smoke was the coordinator, the manager, and everything.
He was security because old boy deserved.
Stack is like how much you make. Even teaching a young black girl.
Yeah,
how to deal.
Yeah, that's the first offer. Also showed not to mess with another man's truck.
Yeah, she was like, I told them they was yours. They didn't believe me.
They can't have money. Someone said, "Hey, I imagine being that like because it really was like, you know what? Imagine shooting two people and then directly paying for their care afterward." He said, but take care of them, please.
You gotta take care of them.
That was back in the day. Gangsters had decorum. It's about
old boy did deserve that. Old boy did deserve that shot in the knee, though. I told you. Damn. I said, now you get shot just for snitching.
Not even that. He said, I can't have nobody talking about you almost robbed.
Right.
So it's like it's less about.
I gotta set a standard. I have to set a standard.
It's less about your record. It's more about your reputation. So it's like, hey, you see how no one across the street was bothered? They just kind of kept moving.
Oh, that train didn't stop for shit.
Yeah, I didn't even catch the segregated streets until the second watch, and people pointed it out. But like,
oh yeah, that was good.
I just like the fact
like the shirt is saying, "Mind our business, mind our business."
You saw
it was just there for its purpose, but not to be super highlighted on.
Right.
There was nothing that was really not black that really needed a highlight in this movie besides Remick, but even then it's like still a little bit different. But yeah, he ain't spending. He said y'all ain't here for a reason, but not too much.
Yeah.
Although the beginning of the movie where old boy was talking about, well, we know the plan still ride through here. No, the plan gone. I'm like,
he a liar.
The universal shit.
That man was a big ass liar.
It was the collective in the movie theater that got me when they said, "Oh, the clan gone." You heard the movie theater like, "Shit."
Yeah, nah.
So I've enjoyed everyone's breakdowns. Please go see this film if you have time this week.
Please keep jumping Variety like y'all have been over the headline.
Let's talk about that real quick.
To everybody,
Black Twitter got him.
And then for the people,
the double standard.
I didn't even.
And for the people that didn't literally exist back then, talking about where were we in the movie? Not there, mind you. Get your own shit.
I didn't even know that The Accountant 2 came out, and I was just like,
yeah.
I wanted to see it, and I'm like, you gotta wait. I'm sorry.
And I heard that movie did
okay.
I heard that movie did okay.
Yeah,
but
it came in third place, so it still did well. Did well.
What's his name? I'm not gonna say the dude's name, but dude was like, where were we at? Trying to claim it was a Dust Till Dawn. I'm like, they've been packing old boy up for like an entire week. They found his own.
You want to be famous, and then you get exactly what you want.
But this
some people just need to shut up.
But
thank you.
Yeah.
This is the same dude who was crying literal tears for his inclusion in Wakanda Forever.
Black. Yeah.
I just love how somebody pointed out. It's like, where's our inclusion? Y'all really wasn't in Mississippi around 1930,
right? And it was like I said earlier. I was like, it was perfect with it. Like the people that were included were there for a reason. They were perfect. Like. There was nothing else that needed to be added here for
because it wasn't. This wasn't about
for race purposes. Nah.
Let's have this quick conversation. Y'all are trying to be so adjacent to people that don't look like us in the first place. Why suddenly? Because this movie has the appropriate representation. It's a hit out the goddamn park. Why suddenly y'all want to be part of the goddamn conversation?
Everybody
Any
want
other
a
fucking
piece of the
time.
pie when the pie is good.
Hey, look,
And you know what I say to that?
Don't you put that on us!
We me and the other 85%, we packed up the term POC back in 2024.
Yeah.
As we said at the end of the last election, we did our part. The rest is now on you.
I think people just need to learn how to.
Fire.
I think people need to learn how to enjoy things. Like there was nothing like I said, I only watched one trailer, but there was nothing about that trailer that gave this is about to give a movie where I was going to see anything more than Black people to begin with. I didn't even expect to see the Choctaw or the
I love that group.
I didn't expect to see them at all.
They were a welcome surprise both times when they first appeared.
It's
You
like
want to talk about
there was
minding your
nothing.
business.
Because that's me.
You have a good day, ma'am.
I'm out.
Like that sun went down, and that was the quickest. I'm gonna pray for
And
you.
his boy said it. He was like, "Hey, the sun's setting. We gotta go."
You have a good day, man.
I've never seen a movie pocket watch like this, and even then, I know Marvel is probably like, so.
I mean, they still have Coogler for 2 other projects.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, his phone's ringing. It's like, so when can we get you on the Eyes of Wakanda tour? It's in
When
like
y'all
3
stop fucking up the goddamn continuity in the rest of your goddamn franchise. How about that?
Coogler.
But also, I don't know if y'all guys covered this as well. But the deal that he did have with that picture,
it's not an unknown deal to have.
It's not unknown.
It's everybody doesn't have it.
Yeah, right. Everybody doesn't have it. I should say it's a unique deal. It's a unique deal that he's going to have the rights back in 25 years.
Yeah,
and
that the shakeup is that's the shakeup.
And his age.
Yeah, yes.
And his age.
And he said Coogler himself said that making this film made him want to go garner ownership. Like, it's mine.
Yeah,
this needs
which
to
he
be
should
mine.
for something like this. Like it's like people like he can,
and it
say,
would be
you know,
in all terms. And you're right. In all terms, this is his.
Yeah.
Everything else he's done is not his story. It's not an original thing. It's not. He created this. He built this. Him and his family and people that was involved. He built this. He didn't create Fruitvale Station. He just told that story. He didn't create Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. He just told that story. Creed was already pretty much a built-in franchise to Rocky. He didn't create that story like in those terms. This is his baby. So of course it would be the smartest move to say, "This is mine. I want this."
All I can say next is Jordan Peele. That him movie better be the shit, because we're gonna come out. I hope. I want to see Marlon Wayne. Look, two reasons.
Everybody's looking at Marlon. They're looking to see how well
we're looking to see what Marlon does, because Marlon's never, outside of I think one other movie, has never had this type of serious role outside of one movie.
Well, that
every other movie has been comedies, but
that and Fresh Prince was kind of, so he's kind of been making
too
his rounds and
it's gonna be. I'm probably gonna see them. I don't know if I'll see it in the theaters when it like first weekend, but I definitely look forward to seeing him only because of the topic is an interesting way to shine a light on things that in like a thriller way that I ain't seen nobody do a sports thriller movie like that.
This is why the NFL is doing all those puff pieces right now with the draft.
And you see what they did to Shador. Yeah.
That's the real face of the NFL. That's all that was.
It's like even though it's obviously like that story and then the story in the movie is not necessarily the same, but it does go to say, like, especially like when you think about what goes into sports. And then you think about like NIL these days and all, like what what the things that people put on athletes put their bodies on the line. Like for the
in
sport.
football is possibly
football,
roughest
especially with
football,
all the head
rugby are
injuries.
football and rugby,
rugby, hockey. Yeah, but that's
we did a study with a medical school down the street from us. So we put like a chip in our helmet. If you got hit too hard, they immediately knew it was like, all right, who's number so and so? Because we can see here at 344, you got your shit absolutely rocked, and we're gonna need you to come do a concussion study like ASAP. And it's made breakthroughs. We were like part of the initial test for that. But that's probably why I used to watch the highlights for the draft, because that shit turns into a hazing process when you get picked. It's like 35 for the Buccaneers. Mother sold crack. Dad has been on drugs since he was 15.
Oh Lord,
and they do.
It's
That's what that's those puff pieces I'm talking about.
They find all the bad shit your family did for like 3 generations, and it's like, look,
like dang, how did you get? Who did you talk to?
And they always find. The thing that always kills me, and Bama, you're right, professional wrestling should be including that too. The thing that always kills me is they always get the chapters with the dudes with single moms. And I'm just like, and then you get Prime. And I'm like, oh, so a very confident, powerful black man is one his son do the same thing that the Mannings have done for decades. We can't have that. So you're telling us what that's really about.
And Sanders was kind of that whole thing. As someone who gave up on watching football a long time ago, for real, it just like seeing the Sanders thing play out is kind of just weird to me entirely. That whole thing is crazy. Yeah. But definitely when it comes to like the other, like even just when they show them when they're getting drafted, their pick, and when they call them, it's like the optics of everything. Like the whole process is kind of like this kind of weird sometimes, depending on what they say and how they interview you and all that kind of stuff. Like the whole process can be so. The Him movie, like it seems interesting for those reasons, just because I think it seems like it's doing like an interrogation of like sports and masculinity and what it means. Like, so I'm interested to see it just because it's looking at sports in general, but definitely football because as an educator, like knowing folks that play sports in high school and then going to college and you see, the people that are athletes, like there's a lot that is sacrificed. So I'm excited to see the metaphors that they end up using in the movie.
Hey, I only get entertainment out of seeing the girlfriend that's sitting next to her. I'm like, sweetheart, I don't think you're going to be there long.
Especially when they have a white horse right next to them, and the mom immediately goes in defensive mode. That is the greatest form of entertainment.
Don't think you're going to be here very long.
To the moms that protect that first check, thank you. Y'all are unsung heroes. But yes, if they're there, it's like, you're either not going to be here long, or please get a prenup. She's going to get you for everything. Like, this is very much what she has been trained to do, and it's like y'all don't see this. We know this when we get here freshman year, and yet y'all walk willingly into the trap. How do you fall for this? It's
not having. You don't have a no person. Sometimes you got to have an a-hole in your camp that is going to check you regardless of who you are. You got to have that.
Every group needs a nigga whose job is to just say no to everything.
It's always funny seeing the old clip of Russell Wilson when he got drafted. That's that is still hilarious to me. I'm just like,
nah, her mouth was like
I'm like, hey, but you upgraded quite well, my friend. So it's
Him has a potential to really hit home with a lot of that stuff, especially if they throw in like a social media factor. Like the game was trying to do all this, and then BET made it a soap opera, which just
they were when it was UPN, they were going for the comedy level of it, and then it got canceled, and then they brought it back, and it went to BET, and that's when the seriousness started pouring into it.
I'll tell you one day you'll never see again. You guys remember Playmakers about 10 years ago on ESPN?
Yep.
And the NFL killed it after 5 episodes because they were telling too much. They were telling too much truth in that show.
Yep.
That sounds like Lie to Me.
Yeah. See. Yeah. So Kaleb, this game talk to the people one more time. Tell them where you can be found. Tell them where they can get the games.
So Panic Gym Odyssey is on your mobile app store, Google Play, Apple App Store, Samsung Galaxy Store. Buzzkill Zero will be on Steam, as well as itch.io on PC and Mac. And I'm trying to get on Linux as well.
Going to Google Play.
Yeah, trust me, it's so much better. I'm like, see, it's a quick learn. The game is a quick learn. It's not too difficult unless you like Tafari with Buzzkill Zero and decide to play on the highest level.
Because he caught me in pass. He was like, "Oh yeah," because I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
You know what it is? We follow each other, but I'd never actually seen his face. I'd only seen the avatar. So when he called out to me, I was like, "Yeah, come try to demo."
Hey, yo, Tafari. He just turned around. Like,
no, that'd be me. That's me. I'm like, new voice. Who this at every convention? I'm like, somebody knows me. I may or may not know y'all, but I will play it off if need be. But then he had the games. I was like, all right. So I was like, this one, because it's like Galaga, but they come at you from an angle and still shoot, and geometry plays a factor. So I'm like, I can just curve. I'm like, wait, time out. Hold on a second. So then I tried the Jewel game. I'm like, okay, so we can slide sideways and bring it down. This is, but also I'm not a scrub, so max level on everything. Might as well go for broke. But
you actually didn't play you only played the max level on Rush. So the hardest difficulty is called Shirase. So it's influenced by a game called Tetris the Grandmaster 3. Terror Instinct. That's the literal name of the game, Terror Instinct. And that hardest difficulty is called Shirase. So it's Shirase in my game.
She was just like,
yeah. You don't have to play it, and there is like a little warning letting you know, hey, this is real.
Oh, that's crazy.
But if you do decide to play it, you don't even have to worry about your score. It's a grade. So even if you beat the mode, if you don't get the high grade, you just lost. Even if you beat it.
Lady Mandalorian's face, like, wait a minute.
That's for the people that
Tetris is a done deal for me.
It looked like
if
he
you
was
want something
loving.
simpler.
Yeah, it looked like they was loving it at BlurCon, though, man. So I'm.
It was a hit at BlurCon. Both games were, but Panic Gym especially. I got a lot of downloads, and hopefully DreamCon will be hitting for me.
Oh yeah, that's going to be the hit right there.
Are you in the vendor hall, or do you know where you're going to be at?
No, I'm in the gaming section.
Okay, so we'll probably come find you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, because with all the games, and they had, that'd be cool.
It's a Zuri.
Blerds eye, baby. Like, what all socials do you have, or pages can they find you on?
Yeah, so for my studio KaPa ENT, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, Blue Sky. I'm also on TikTok, but I really don't. I need to get better at TikTok, but I'm one of those. And then for my developer profiles, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and Blue Sky.
All right.
So, everybody has a mobile device. I implore you to go to the App Store, go get that Panic Gym Odyssey.
I just need to get the difficulty level. That's all I needed.
Don't be like Tafari and let your ego get the best of you.
Just go in. There are easier difficulties. There are harder difficulties.
I promise it wasn't ego. It's just like we was in passing and we was back and forth from the stream booth.
Right.
So I was like, if I only got a few minutes to try it, I might as well get the full experience and see what all the characters and everything. So I'm like, you know what? Max this thing out.
I don't know. I have a goal. I always if you tell me the difficulty level, I'm gonna be like, okay, bet. Now, will I complain and cuss half the time I'm playing? Probably.
Now, when I try the other levels after, I'm like, all right, this is a breeze compared to that. But I've at least gotten to see the highs and lows of the game in the short amount of time we got.
So, well, Kaleb, this has been dope having you come on. I'm glad we're getting game developers showing up and showing off their wares, and like we need more like this. And that Panic Gym Odyssey, I'm like, yeah, kind of. I need an anime. I'm like,
you're not the only person. You're not the only person. The voice actress for Paris also said she wants to be an anime. Animator JG said, hey, if you ever make an anime, let me know. Maddox Ruler 2, who did all the in-game graphics, who's actually making the Sega Cross Capcom fan game. He did all of the in-game graphics. So
these
he said some
connections
things, so.
that this man has is the minute he mentioned Toasty Marshmallow, the entire panel said, "Oh, it sounds good." Okay. He's like, he jumped in there, like, and yeah, shout out to Toasty Marshmallow. She has an amazing voice. Amazing.
Yeah, she's on the Naruto tour, like right now, as one of the lead singers.
Nice.
So Kaleb, thank you for stopping through. Let's do our sign off, people. Lady Mandalore, talk to the peoples.
You guys can find me on Sundays with Navy Montel. Wow, that hurt. Find me.
Hey.
She's in wind down mode. It's okay.
I am.
Mal and Spartan were watching the doors, and Christy was playing security. It's been a night.
I was able to lay back and relax a little bit. You can find me and Navy Montel on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch on Roomful of Blerds, where we talk about indie comics and some other various things that go. It's the Sinners Cup. You know it is. He's got me distracted. My baby told me to go to bed. You can also catch me on Fridays at 7 p.m. where I will be streaming a video game of my choice, either on the PlayStation or the Xbox. This week, I am continuing my journey with Jedi Survivor. I'm still focused on the story. I'm trying to not do my piece of candy too much so that I can actually get through it.
That's what's been catching me.
That's what makes it fun.
I've been piece of candy that I'm like, look at that. Precious metals and seeds.
It's all fun and games until you like click through a wall and lose your progress because EA just half-asses everything.
Oh, I don't stop until I find that. I never stop until I find that rest point. I'm like, gotta do it. Show quote, talk to the people.
Hi, you guys. It's your girl Shoyo. You can find me on Twitch Friday through Sunday. And you can find me in Discord always. Monday through Sunday, I'm available on Discord, either in my Discord or personally. Follow my Instagram, Showquo, SHOQUO, and with the underscore on YouTube and Twitch.
All right. I guess Ensign Ziri is ready to do her sign off.
She is just over here blubbering and spitting, so that's new. So Black _ Spartan 615 is where you can find me, guys. Show's still going on. How the fact we got here, we're covering everything F47 doesn't want you to know every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Tafara, myself, and Joe cover everything in the world of video games, the technology, and everything else that Microsoft doesn't want to talk about on Get It every Friday at 8:30-ish. Also doing a little bit of streaming myself. I'm currently multiply between Black Ops 6 just because I'm rusty, and Expedition 33, which is very Final Fantasy meets Persona. I freaking love it. Definitely catch me on Twitch or on YouTube. Also, guys, please check out the blerdseyeview.org website where our curator, Mayhem, does it. We're all writers. We all appreciate if you support us. The Reverend is not here, but it doesn't mean the church doors stay open. The invitations stay there. We don't close doors unless we actually deposit. But anyway, if he was here, he would sit there and say, don't doom scroll. He would sit there and say, check on your friends, protect your peace, do something that makes you happy. If you have the ability to make somebody's life happy for a second or a lifetime, do so. The world could use more of it. At the same time, guys, respect all cosplayers. Please wash your ass when you go anywhere, especially for Free Comic Book Day this weekend. It's free comics this weekend at your local comic book store. Support your local comic book store, support your local library.
To remind me, do you have to remind? I
gotta remind people because
I can't do it. I won't be able to do it this year.
You won't be able to do it. I had to remind people about hygiene because
hence why Operation Ghost Protocol is going into play.
You luckily got to see the Thunderbolts before I did. You lucky duck. But
plans need to be made.
That is true, but
sacrifices will be made.
Outside of that, guys, in a world that is cold, that is cruel, be nice, be kind, talk and share your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
Well, everyone, I want to thank our guest, Kaleb Parham, CEO of KaPa Entertainment. Go download those games. Panic Gym Odyssey. That is a fun game. Go check it out. Go buy Buzzkill Zero on Steam when that drops. or has it's dropped already, right?
So there's
Or
an
is-
old version that's out now, but the current version that I show off at conventions isn't out yet.
Okay, so stay out look out for that.
I was gonna say I just got Peg Gem Odyssey on my iPhone, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing that.
Yeah, so Blerd Station's YouTube channel is up, so go subscribe to that as well as us. So hit that like, share, subscribe button, and super chats are very much appreciated. Keeps the ship afloat. Thank you for tuning in. Check us out always on Always Press Record. That's APR TV on Roku devices and Amazon Fire devices. So you definitely want to do that. Listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast, including Spotify and Apple. Be sure to leave a review. Tell the people what you like about us and why we are different from every other show that is on the networks. Because we are. We are them. So, with that being said, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. I am your man, Chris Fury, the man on the wall, captain of the ship. Thank you to the crew. Thank you to Kaleb.
Bye.
We will see you Thursday. It's winding down. Season 15 is winding down. We will see you Thursday. I will be fresh off a certain mission. So we will see you then. Bye.